takes out your frustration. See, if you really get good, you practice with your cursing.
They're going to lose that school.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
No,
They're trying to deal with it. I don't know what they're going to do when it says sign it. Print it.
Some of that is right in the
It said sign your name and all.
Yeah.
I've been looking at this whole days back there.
Well, by the time we all get up and everything. I call this meeting to order.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. First thing is our minutes from the April 13th meeting. It was a busy meeting. Everyone had a chance to look over the minutes. Are there any questions? If not, may I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Yes. Okay, then we had a special council meeting that was regarding change order number 7, the service line relocations in town. There was, I think, about 11 of them that still had to be done. So we had that meeting for the water construction. And are there any questions about that?
And special. Sorry.
It says, special meeting. Okay. So, you should have a copy. Okay. So, may I have a motion to approve the special council meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the special council meeting.
Oh, that's right, you did go. I second it. All in favor? Aye. Okay, now we have the clerk treasurer's reports.
We got approval reports for the expenses from April 14th through May 11th, 2026 are $329,267.36. And then our allowance docket is $48,852.58. No, allowance is $48,852.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the accounts payable and the allowance docket?
Make a motion to approve the accounts payable and the allowance.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then we have change order number 7 for Yarberry companies. Figured Commonwealth might want to explain that one before we move on to Pay App number 14.
I do not know much about that one, unfortunately. That's Ben's project. But I do know it's for the additional work that he wants to complete. That's about it. And I know that I talked to Larry earlier about pay applications that get pushed out until that's approved, I believe.
Yeah, that's why I want to approve this before we pay App 14.
So this is on 6th Street and 7th Street. And once they did the walkthrough, RD agreed to do a change order and let RD go through it. They were under the assumption that they just did a pavement and a restoration when they weren't supposed to. They didn't know about needing a full restoration. So they allowed Commonwealth to do the change order number 7. And I did let Ben Turrich know that we would vote on the change order, but I thought at this time we wouldn't approve the pay application until we get the answers from RB, if it's okay with the council. And what they'll be doing is the full restoration of 6 and 7 and making it right so that you don't fall in.
Anybody that was out there on Maple Street, well, everybody knows how bad Maple Street is here, but 67th Street, when they had to do the work there, it was really bad. And so it wasn't just a simple paving. I mean, we had to go down and we had to complete restoration. Not unlike Citizen. So it was something that RD did not contemplate that that's what we were doing. And so it took the representative out there and it showed her. She's like, oh, okay. So that's what this change order is for. But to pay application 14, we want to make sure then that we are getting the money from Martin to pay for this. So it's one thing to approve change order number 7, but we want to wait till we make sure this is going to be funded before we vote on 14. Does that make sense? Okay.
The other thing that I've told them, as soon as they get approval from RD, they can contact us and we'll try to get that approved here so that Yarberry can get paid, because it's been about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay. So, so may I have a motion to approve change order number 7?
I make a motion we approve the change order number 7.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then, circle
So you had 2 copies of change orders.
Yeah.
Here's this was in your packet.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought I had it.
I can give you one of these.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I've seen it. I've seen it online. But I don't have a copy in my packet.
So we'll put 14. We'll take 14. I should probably request a motion then to table application 14. Okay. So I need a motion to table pay out number 14.
Pending RD's approval. Pending RD's approval.
Right, pending RD's approval.
Make a motion to do that.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, please report. Marshal.
Okay, for the month of April, we made 1 criminal arrest, 1 traffic arrest, issued 29 traffic warnings, investigated 4 property damage accidents, issued 1 traffic citation, and investigated 1 ordinance violation. We had a total for the month of 340 calls. Everything else is fine, vehicles are fine, I have no complaints, everything is good.
This is Tom.
Yeah.
treat to hear. Does anybody have any questions for us, Marshal? Okay. May I have a motion to approve the police report?
Make a motion to approve the police report.
Second.
All in favor?
Did have one question I forgot.
Thank you.
How was your first kind of normal week? Not working 70 hours.
I don't know what to do. I keep feeling like I'm skipping something.
Just roll around town.
I keep checking my calendar. It's kind of like skipping school. You're always looking over your shoulder. But thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Okay, Dan, utility report.
For the month of April, we had one power outage, 2 water leaks.
So I noticed they were working on the plant last week. How is the chute? How is the spring? Is that finished, working, functioning?
The screen is working, the chute, we're not going to know for a while, and they redesigned it, they put different fittings at the top, but I thought they were going to come straight out with a 90 down in the dumpster is what we talked about. They didn't do that, they just took that fitting off the top, and replaced it with 2 fittings, a 45 and a 90, so it's still, I'm still not sure it's going to work. And they cleaned out, to replace it, they cleaned a bunch of the trash out of the chute, so we got to wait for it to fill back up and see if it works. And that could take weeks or months for it to fill up before we know. So, will it work? I don't know. I've got my doubts. Because instead of the one fitting, which was like a 45 and a 90 pushed together, was real close. Now they spread it out. They say it's going to work, but I've got my doubts.
Have you got any more items for Crosby to work on?
For Crosby, if that works, no.
That'd be the last one.
But for Commonwealth, yes, they need to get my SCADA software installed over there. We're going to get up the water plant. We're supposed to have a wastewater plant too, and that's never been changed over.
You get that, Alex?
Yes.
SCADA software.
The top view SCADA system we got at the water plant is what I want at the sewer plant, and I've been waiting months and months on that to keep. First it was, well, we're waiting on USDA, then we're waiting on the board to vote on it, and then the board voted on it, we're waiting on USDA again, and I just keep getting more excuse after another one.
Yeah, it's a top view SCADA. It's the same as the water plant down at the sewer plant.
Sean at Maxim's asking the same thing, because he wants to get it done.
That seems like the last thing to do.
Yeah, I can talk to Megan about that.
Okay.
Okay, well, you know, my concern is that by the time we figure out whether that's working or not, we have a warranty and.
They got a warranty paper, and that warranty paper will not be signed off until they get trash out of there. They've got a warranty
Okay,
paperwork.
okay.
They took a lot of trash out of there and threw it manually in the dumpster that was in the chute, because they had to replace the pipes, but until that fills back up again, you can just see if it actually works.
Their paperwork, their warranty paperwork is separate of the manufacturer.
Okay.
So I will let you know if and when that happens.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else to look at?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, good. Council have any questions? May I have a motion to approve the utility report?
I'll make a motion to approve the utility.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Jeremy, attorney report?
All right. Been assisting the town with changes to the UDO to address certain containers. We're exchanging some emails and working together on that.
Mhm.
I guess on the list, I've got one full attachment agreement list. I guess we've got two pending. So I don't think we ever finalized Comcast either, do we?
No.
So both
We
of
haven't
them,
heard any more from Comcast.
so both of them are in their hands. Comcast is in their hands, and Frontier is in their hands with our revisions. So I'll update the report next time we include both of them on Comcast will talk. But they've not been hounding you about getting attachments on them.
No. And now Frontier, they've got so many people involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Asking for this and asking for that, and we send the agreement, and then they turn around and forward it to somebody else and so forth. And Alicia, I told her the other day, I said, you guys are our attorneys. I trust that we made some changes and so forth. Just send it directly to their attorney.
And I told her also too, like, well, some of the questions, it might be like we had reached out to ISC on a couple things.
Right. Right.
So if there's any technical things, I told her just to, remind me to reach out to ISC.
Right. Right. So yeah, it's back in Frontier's hands again as of last week. But like I said, Comcast, and then they were on this like, and then haven't heard a word for almost a year.
Really close to finalizing everything we need for our opinion and title information for the water project. That's near the end of last week, some information from council over at USDA, and then we followed up, got some stuff from Alex today, but I think we're moving forward to finalizing everything. Looks like we're only going to do a title opinion with regard to one parcel. So happy for that to be completed. I just wanted to mention, this is no big deal, but there's a litigation matter that the town was named in, and that's I just didn't want. So what happens is we had a judgment against the Detrick for failure to pay utility bills. So subsequently, someone filed to foreclose on the property, and you guys, with your judgment, have a judgment lien. So in order for them to get clean title to a property through a foreclosure, they have to name anyone that has a lien. And so what happens is, if this goes to foreclosure, then it goes in order of whatever your lien rights are. So they have recorded mortgage, which is above our judgment lien. But then what happens is even though we're named, if there's more money than what the mortgage holder is entitled to, it'll get go to their judgment. I just wanted to sit there and get named in the lawsuit. It's not a big deal, but I wanted to explain to you what it was. So. No, yeah, like I said, you guys are just there because you had a judgment to get it. The person wants to foreclose, let's make sure they got clean title.
Anybody that has a substantial interest, yes. Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay. I have something, this goes back to the UDO and that crazy chicken container. So, recall when all this first happened several months ago, there was Yarberry Pay App and so forth, that, and I don't know if it was you or Alicia, I don't know who it was, that we wasn't sure what to do about it. And so, it was mentioned, told to us that there was nothing in the UDO about chicken containers.
Nothing specifically. I think there are certain provisions of the UDO that it would not be permitted under, but yeah, there's nothing specific.
Nothing specific. And so then I find all this here, which to me covered that because it's the semi-trailers, personal on-demand storage, which is the pods, truck box beds, business and other similar items shall not be considered accessory structures in this district, and it's the same for all the districts except commercial and industrial. And so under other similar items, looking back, could we have used that to make her move it back then?
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was two things you guys could have done. We were saying you're going to make it clear going forward, but I thought, there were two different things. You're saying I don't have it in front of me right now. We thought there were two different things that you could have used to enforce it.
Yeah.
But, moving forward, we were suggesting to make things clearer. But I saw
Spell
it
out.
that, and there was another section that I'm not recalling right now. It was in the email. There was another section also that I thought we should enforce over here.
Yeah. Well, there was also the fact that, it has to be in the back part behind the house, and it won't fit there.
Yeah.
And that was, so, long story short, I talked to her after we had our last meeting, and I explained to her that it is not allowed, that I'm giving her 30, well, not just me, we're giving her 30 days to move it. And so she has until the 15th. And because they've got stuff in it, and I said, well, I understand that you're going to have to make those arrangements, and that's why you have 30 days, and then she wanted to know whether you can stitch it. No, you had it there 3 months, so no, so no, there's some other things that Alicia sent me in regards to updating the UDO. That I got a copy now of because I sent her the new UDO.
Yeah, she was working from your old.
She was working from the old one. I said, oh no, so I got the new one.
Did you update that one?
And that's what she's updated. Yes. And so I got another individual planning that I said I'd rather have 2 eyes on that to make sure that you don't get something. Now, to clarify, I want to have all this done so for our June planning meeting. So we're going to have a hearing, and that has to all be advertised and everything before the meeting. And the same thing with updating the fees. So we'll be doing both of them at the same time. Okay? Hopefully. So.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
that's what I said, hopefully. Okay, all right. Thank you. I don't have anything. Okay. May I have a motion to approve the attorney report?
Make a motion to approve the attorney's report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Okay, let's see. Fire department, we got the run reports. I think there was a little confusion. I just want to clarify with Jeremy, not Jeremy, Josh. Because he thought, oh, I'm sending in the water, the bulk water. And I said, well, yeah, I know, but you're not doing, ever since he had to do that, he had no send me there. And I said, I can tell, I want the run reports. I still need the run reports.
Okay, I need the water.
Yes, and he sent me the water, and I forwarded it on to Amanda. So, as soon as she is, I just want to get to know it.
That's ambulance.
Yeah. Well, he sent this to me, so that's why so for April, we go all the way back to January. So, like in January, they had 13 runs.
January and February.
Yeah.
We just
And February, there was 22 runs, because we haven't been reporting this because we didn't have a report. And March, it was 13 runs, and then for the month of April, there were 16 runs with the fire department. So, I think we've got that all cleared up now. So, may I have a motion then to approve the fire department run report?
I'll make a motion to approve the fire department run report.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Ambulance report, for April, they had 9 runs. And the first one on April 5th, that should be North Washington, not West Washington. So that's all we have for the ambulance. So I haven't heard any more on the contract. So
A couple months now?
So just, you
Well,
know,
there's a,
Did they present it to the council?
don't know.
I called and emailed, and I got the opinion that I'm not to bother them anymore.
But they're still doing what they were doing.
Yeah, they're still assisting, so I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm like, okay. May I have a motion to approve the ambulance report?
Make a motion to approve the ambulance report.
Second.
All in favor? We don't have any park report.
We had a meeting last Wednesday. Nobody took any notes or anything, but we quit.
Okay.
Our secretary wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
It was
But
at
it
the park,
was,
so-
yeah, it was helpful. It still take a few notes and then, you know, give you some kind of report. But I know there was a delay in getting that mowed the first time. And so I'll talk to Joe. I had some questions on their report, the budget. So I want to talk to him too. So I got a hold of him. Just a reminder then for this next month that somebody just needs to take some notes. They don't have to give it to you. So okay. With this, planning. Now you're on.
Okay. We had a busy time pretty much, but anyway, I'm gonna read off what we come up with. 1995, that's permit number 1995, at the deck on 205 South Washington Street, Jared approved. 1989, the BGA approved the tariff for the highs only, but to do what they want to do, they just gotta find the loss. That permit wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
1983, the fence, 1983, 1212 Maple Street, the fence was approved by judge.
What's the address? What address?
1212.
1212 Maple?
1212 Maple. 1987, the tennis courts, they wanted to meet about the buffer zone. We decided we didn't need a buffer zone there because of the cement and everything.
That's fine.
Tennis court out in front.
Then you got that drain right there beside it. I mean, right beside it.
Yes. I don't want it up there.
1949, new house on 204 Woodward was an inspection violation, so the stop work order was given. Jared approved it, so they fixed whatever it was. And my next thing, I think he pretty well covered for me, the orders from the shipping containers, so I don't need those. The fee schedule and the UDO hearing, you already said that, so you saved me some time there. 107 Jackson, UDO violations. He's working with Jared. A list every 30 days. If not done, then the fines can go back to April 16th. Did you look at your minutes and see what you guys decided? Because you guys...
Yeah. I mean, well, there again, it depends. I mean, have you heard from Jared? He was supposed to go and see him the day after our meeting. Do you know if he did? Okay.
I just wondered, you said you checked the minutes, how you guys worded it.
Yeah. Basically what you said is,
Right.
if he doesn't have his punch list done, then you'll go back to the April 14th.
That's why I was pretty sure.
Right.
Hillside Park, a letter and vines, to clean up. 908 Sheridan, hot tub needs to be removed. And Dave said he was sitting up.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it twice.
I did take that photograph and I sent it to her this afternoon.
Okay. So you did give up and take that.
Yes.
Where's their hot tub?
So at the very back of the property, it's standing up on its side where the old shed used to be. Where
Oh,
they were
okay,
gonna tear it down.
gotcha.
So if you want a hot tub, you can go. Get it.
With the dog fighting?
No, the dogs are in a separate pen, so you can walk right up and carry it
Okay.
out. I'll help you, yeah. That would solve the problem.
That was.
Can you carry it?
I think I can get Jack so he can fill it for you.
Oh dear.
That's it.
That's it. Anybody have any questions? Dave and I are meeting a young lady tomorrow morning at, is it 11:30?
11:30.
11:30, yeah. She has applied, first of all, to be a member, and she's also applied to be a secretary. She's voluntary for the planning. And so she'll be, hopefully she sounds really nice, the girls enough said, and she's a behavioral specialist. So I told her, I said, well, you'll get lots of case study with the town. So anyway, hopefully she will work out and we'll have a new secretary moving forward. And then everybody's aware of Angie, she with the new town administrator for the town. Okay, that's all. I wanted to make sure everybody knew that. So may I have a motion to approve planning?
I make a motion we approve the planning.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I want to snooze, but we got a good granddaughter playing softball.
Well, I've got twin grandsons playing baseball right now.
Oh. On the agenda,
Yeah.
BPA changed to Sarah Matt. She's the president now.
Okay.
And you could probably talk to her, and she would probably come to the meeting if she got stuff. Sarah Matt is the BPA president.
Okay, and there is a report for BZA. Okay, do you have anything for Stormwater?
No, they did two good ones. They did the one good one, they got it all filled out, they got the paperwork, they got the sheet.
No, I know that. I was just asking, you're next on the list for on the agenda if you have anything.
No, the Stormwater Utility,
Okay.
there is nothing going on at the present.
At the present time, okay.
There is stuff going on, just nothing final yet.
Right. Okay, BZA had a meeting on April the 20th. It was, and it kind of goes back to what Dave was talking about. It's for the property at 24 East Maple Street, and they're building a pole barn, which is taller than the existing home. That was the initial concern. That's why it had to go to BZA. And after review, BZA went ahead and approved the pole barn, but we had to deny it, planning did, because it's going to be built on two separate lots, and the lots have to be combined. It has to be one combined lot, and they've been made aware of that. So that's what this was about. Okay. Do you want to vote on the BZA? We have to, so. Okay. That's the BZA report. All right. Okay. Okay, new business. Update on waste, water, and sewer from Commonwealth.
Okay.
That's you.
Yep. I'll start with Division B Phase 2. As you guys have already discussed, the RD walkthrough is completed. Submittals this month include the change order, which you already discussed, the notice of acceptability of work, and the pay application, which is being postponed until USDA approval. Additionally, the installation of the post-construction monitoring meters is completed, and monitoring is currently underway.
got a question for you. When you go back, tell Ben, do you got a map of where the meters are? There's 9 of them.
I'm not sure. I probably got one of my emails somewhere from Ben.
Tell Ben to just send an email. That'll be suffice, so we know where the meters are.
Yep, I can
Dan
do
may
that.
know, but he may be the only one.
Yeah, I can do that.
Please.
Additionally, Commonwealth also met with Dan to review the as-bills. I gave those to them at the beginning of this meeting. So you should have all the as-bills for the storm project, or the wastewater project. Moving into Division C, Phase 1, the sludge line settlement issue was resolved. And then as Dan talked about earlier, the compact issue modifications were completed, pending verification that they work. Additionally, the grid manufacturer belt was also replaced. And then I'll make sure I give Megan on the SCADA issues.
Is that it?
That's it for wastewater. Do you have any questions on anything?
No.
Okay. I can move into the water projects. For the wastewater, for the water treatment plant, change order 5, still waiting confirmation from the electric meter company. Once we have that, I believe Riley will move forward with the change orders. Into distribution, Indiana Earthworks began work this past Monday. My understanding is they plan to be out here for the next week or two, complete the work. Aaron is on site daily for that.
They're on Grant Street now. They got both done.
Okay, that's good. And then moving into Phase 2, currently we have 3 outstanding items to complete design. Firstly, I guess I'll just say, firstly, we sent the plans and specs to them for approval. Usually takes 30 days for that. They didn't begin review until April 22nd, so next week will be 30 days after review. We'll reach out to them if they don't hear anything by then. Next, the Fonzie, which I believe I emailed Vicki about, and Tim. That will be published, I believe, this week first, and then it'll be published again in 2 weeks. Once we have the affidavit for that, we send it off to USDA for approval. And then finally, as Jeremy talked about earlier, the title opinion forms and the right-of-way map. Once we have all of that complete, all 3 of those items, USDA can finally request closeout instructions, and we can begin the process for the bond closeout. And then there's also an updated schedule below. I believe it's the same as last month. Nothing's changed.
Have you got, Dan, have you got the drawings for the water? For any of the water?
Oh, yeah, I believe all I need was the half-size copy, which is here.
Yes.
I already have the 2 full-size copies, one at the water plant, one at the town hall in the back.
You got them those?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these are for the division.
And you got Striegel's, you got Striegel's as-bills?
I'm not sure about that. I'll have to check on that.
I can confirm with Riley.
Yeah, confirm with Riley, make sure we got the as-bills.
I think so, but I'm not positive. I need to look. I know I got the most recent one, which he brought the half-size copy tonight. I had 2 full-size.
Okay. Okay.
For the distribution part of it.
And you will meet with Jeremy and Thornberry and Reedy when we get close enough to get the final, get the bid going.
Yeah, once USDA has the closeout instructions, we should be able to meet and finalize all of that.
They'll do a team meeting so that everybody knows what's expected of us, so we can get that launched. I know, but I don't. I might forget that today. Thank you, Alex.
Well, thank you. Got anything else in for us?
No, that's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything, Russell?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, appreciate it, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you, Alex.
Take care.
Okay, looks like next on our list is Sutton Tree Service offer for the wood chipper. What is our offer?
What's on here? It's $500 online. $500 is the offer.
$500
Yes.
for that
Yeah.
wood chipper. Okay.
He's got to, I think he's got to cut some trees down there to get it out.
Yeah, some trees for it.
Oh. You're kidding. That's
Been here for a long time.
well, I'm going to assume that's a fair price for that.
More than a fair price.
I think we were going to pay someone all our way.
We looked at getting it repaired and replacing all the teeth and everything. It was three-quarters the price of a new one. We didn't do it. That's why it's been sitting there for years. So, I mean, if they can get $500, you should go for it. It's my opinion.
Get you some order back there.
Okay, well, may I have a motion then to approve the sale of the wood chipper to Sutton for $500?
I make a motion to approve the wood chipper.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Yay. Okay, next is, there was recently a resident here in town who replaced their sewer line up to their house, their sewer line. Dan was not aware of it till later, and so by that time, of course, they had already covered that partially. We discussed at that time that it would be a good idea if anybody is going to replace their line that they get a permit just to let us know that they're doing that, who their plumber is, because if they had completely done everything and then it ended up backing up in ours, that could have been a problem.
They didn't call for inspection. They covered back up.
Yeah.
But I got called out there because the homeowner was not happy with their sidewalk
Right.
replacement.
Oh, yeah, that was the other
Which is
part.
between the homeowner and the contractor, not us.
Yeah.
But they televised the lateral for me, so I got to see the inside of it, and it looks good. So I didn't make them dig it back up for the inspection because I was happy with the television. Everything looks good.
Is they hooked up to the main?
To the existing stuff.
So they just went to the existing stuff.
Yeah, the sidewalk. They didn't go out in the street where the main was.
He busted up the sidewalk and they...
But the camera, they went all the way to the main, so I saw the whole thing.
Well, here's my problem with all that. You have to call in the location.
Yeah.
And if you call in the location and one of our people go out there to locate it, shouldn't they be telling people that there's a sewer pipe going
I
on?
don't think they did locate, did they?
I don't know. I'll talk to the guys that want them located, and it should say on the locate request what they're doing.
Yeah.
It says sewer line replacement, and you need to let us know.
Right.
And I didn't know until I got the call about the sidewalk.
Right, right. That's just something I think we need to kind of talk over a little bit to make sure that there's communication.
I'll have
First
to
of all,
look at the
people
old
need to
locate
have-
request and see if we had one for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because if they didn't get located, then they got a problem.
That's a different problem.
Right, that's a
They're
different
going on.
And I think most people know they are supposed to do that. I would hope that the contractor, the plumber that came out, would know, hey, did you get it okay? But you can't always rely on that either. So we probably need to re-educate ourselves on that a little bit. It turned out okay. It was, like I said, sidewalk between.
Yeah, the sewer looks good. That's not an issue.
Everybody needs to know when they go on in, but they do a locate.
Yes.
Should be able, once they do a locate, then should.
And that's what I told the plumber. I said, in the future, if you cover it up and don't, maybe dig it back up so I can see it. So,
Yeah, right.
it's your best interest to call for inspection before you backfill it.
Yes.
But
Yeah. So, just some things for us to talk about, make sure we're going guys aware of
Yep.
the process and from there. It's not something that happens every day, I guess. Okay, I wanted to update everybody on the CCMG. Had a meeting last Friday with DC Construction, Bill Galvin, and Crossroads. And their plan is to start the first week in June, depending upon if the asphalt and everything is ready. So far, it doesn't appear that there's a shortage of asphalt like there was last year. There was a huge shortage in all sorts of late things. But they plan on starting, so what they're going to do, they will do the ADA ramps, the sidewalks and everything that goes along with that, all the concrete work first. And then they will come back and do the milling. And if they get a couple streets milled, then they'll start in with the paving and mill some more and try to keep that fluid so that there's not streets, sitting there. But again, it all depends upon the weather. So I'm excited about that. And there are some sidewalks that we included in with this time. Not the whole sidewalk, but places where it's not good. We can add that into our paving, and it wasn't always that way, so you can add that into your paving, and they will take care of that too, so you have a new road and better looking sidewalks, or any ADA ramps. And if anybody needs a reminder as to what we're doing, I got this. I don't know why that's in here. I have no idea. Okay. We are doing all of Washington Street, all the way from Clyde, all the way up here to the bridge. So that's all getting done. We are also going to do the rest of Maple from 7th Street, and then we're even taking Maple on out to Maple Hills. We're just going to do that little stretch there too. We are doing, where's my list of all my streets? I don't know where all that comes from. Okay. Anyway, Maple, Washington, we're doing South Delaware from Sigler to Clyde, Fletcher from Sigler to Clyde. We're doing, what am I doing now? I'm not going to do Poe yet.
No, not yet. We're doing,
No.
We're doing Delaware to Fletcher.
Delaware, Fletcher, and then how that curves around over to 11th Street, which is actually called Factory. I've got the map here. I don't know where mine is.
And Clyde Street.
Clyde Street from 8 to 11, because we didn't finish that when we did Clyde Street because of some work that was going on there. Okay, there's Washington, Washington.
Are you doing Fletcher?
Yes.
Fletcher.
Yeah, we're doing Delaware, Fletcher, and this was Clyde. So we're hoping that the next round starts on September the 1st. So that's that's the second. That's for 26, page and 27. And so what we have left are just a few streets. We've got Locust and 10. We got Pogue. Grant.
And 9. Grant Store up.
Yeah.
I know. 9th Street from Grant to Clyde.
Yes. Hoping that we could get, those are the streets that are left. So that was always my goal, that we would get all the streets paved in town by the time her was over. So we're pretty close. Yes. Go ahead, Carolyn.
Oh, you want to know? I wanted to know if they're planning on doing Mulberry Street at all, because it's a mess.
You mean New Mulberry over in?
Just a little short Mulberry Street from the depot down to school parking lot.
Where the gas company went through and tore it
Yeah.
all, tore it all
Yeah.
to crap.
Well,
And they keep
I just
repairing
hate
it.
that, so.
They keep repairing it, but it just keeps dipping down. There, especially in the new house there that people bought, right there where you turn. I don't know how the school buses, they must have a lot of fun with it. And there's several dips where, like you said, the gas company came in and tore it up, and there are dips.
Well, bless their heart, they should come back and fix it.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I'll take a look at it. I mean, does the whole road need paved, or we're talking about?
It's just a little short street. It's not a big deal. From the, it's
Well, I know the street, but are you talking about the whole street isn't bad
Yeah.
shape?
Well, it's got the dips in it. At least those need repaired.
Okay, I'll go up and take a look.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. But Grant Street's the same way. Grant Street was one of the first streets that got paved. And my goal was to pave all the streets that have not been touched in forever. Now, all the work that we've done here in town, Lafayette Street, look at it. I had just had it done a few years ago, and now it had to be tore up right down the middle. I don't know if we're going to have money. The state, I'm really surprised that they're even opening up again for next year. Some of this may have to fall on our shoulders later on if the state stops doing this, CTG. Just like Lafayette. It needs to be already done. But I don't want to spend the money for that and leave streets that haven't even been touched one time.
Yeah.
Ours hasn't been touched.
You know, so.
And the school buses continually go down that street.
Well, Mulberry was done. I mean, you know, we redid Mulberry and we widened it. Mulberry was done, Carolyn, about 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, so we even went into the Eastlands and widened the street because yes, school buses and kids going in back. Yeah, that was done. Yeah. And, you know, if the gas company come in and tore it up, then I'm glad you made me aware of that. But moving forward, whoever is involved with this, there's always going to be streets that need to have some work done to them.
Sure.
I mean, you end up getting alligator cracks, you get work that's done and maybe it isn't paved as smoothly as it should be and so forth. My goal right now, though, is to get the streets done that have never been touched. And I can take a look at that, and if it's just something relatively simple, I can't add it to this one, but I can take a look at it. It would be next year. I can't add anything to this round.
Right.
This round's done. But I'll take a look at it and see how bad it is. I mean, is it really bumpy like that, or is it just...
I did forget Walnut from 11th around to Maple Hills.
Yeah. Well, I that one too.
Yeah, that one is a mess.
There's some that are in really, really bad shape. So I'll run down there and take a look at it and see. Okay. So that's where we are with that. Hopefully then this will take care of 8 streets in town. And then one more round and that'll be it. Yes.
When they do the paving, I do a lot of walking anymore. I notice the streets. But there's some streets that they didn't make sure they done a straight line down the edge, and it looks really bad. I think they need to be made aware of that.
The street's not straight,
Yeah,
or
where they
the
pave it,
line is not
the
straight.
line, the edge of paving, they just need to put a, looks like they're drunk. Someplace looks like they're drunk.
I don't know if you can, unless you put, like they do on the state highway, where they have the concrete barricades on each side that provides a guide for them.
They could put a stream down there and go by it and get better. Some of these are really bad.
You know what, Jeff, I do appreciate your comments on that, but I am so daggone happy that we've got done what we got done.
Yeah, I am too.
I am not going to sit here and complain about a little wavy line on the side.
It's
I'm just not.
It just doesn't look good.
And
for
it
people like
doesn't
that.
look
But
good. So
no,
you think it looks worse
no.
than it did before?
No, Vicki, I don't want to argue with you. I'm just saying
I'm
that
not
when
going to argue either.
before they start
It
paying,
hurts me that
no, before
that
they
all the
start
work that
paying,
we've done is
before
not
they start
good.
paying this thing, can you make sure you put
Okay,
straight
you know
lines?
what, you
That's
can
it.
bring that up next year or the year after to the new council, because I'll be done, and you can bring that up
All the
to whoever's
roads will
going to
be
take
paid
over.
by now. I'd just like to see a
Okay,
straight line.
we're moving
Make it
on.
good.
We're moving on. Thank you, Jeff, I appreciate it.
No, you don't.
Okay, we are wanting to add a stop sign at 11th and Sigler, and I'm sure there's people that won't like that either, but here's the problem. Anybody that goes east on Sigler Street, where the 3 trees are, there at 11th, it is extremely difficult. You have to get halfway out to look and see if anybody's coming from the north, and you have to pull halfway out, and oh gosh, there's somebody there. There used to be a stop sign there, and I don't know why or when it was removed, but it has been brought to our attention basically at the planning commission meeting. And Russell said this, and you're right, it does need to be there.
It's dangerous, it's a very dangerous intersection, it needs to be there.
The only other thing to do is cut those 3 trees down, and the simplest solution and the least expensive would be to put a stop sign, so it'd be a 3-way stop. Anybody coming north on 11th on the Sigler, you would still have a right of way, but if you're coming south on 11th, you stop. If you're going east on Sigler, you stop. And going north on 11th, you currently stop. So, west on Sigler, you stop. So it'd be those 3 places that you stop.
It's been that way forever.
And
It
then,
used to be that way.
yeah.
I don't know if it was took down the sign.
What's so bad about it, if you can see to your left, if you back up far enough, but once you get back far enough where you can see to your left, you can't see to your right.
Right.
That's
You
the
either have
problem.
to be back here before the trees or halfway out in the intersection.
Right.
It's just a bad thing, and we can't make it a 4-way stop because 11th Street is the state's. That belongs to them. And I'm not going down that road again. So, I need a motion, and we have people working all that stuff to do. But I need a motion from the council to authorize the stop sign bid to be put there at Sigler and 11th southbound lane.
I make a motion that we would put a stop sign there with Sigler and 11th as a stop sign on the north side.
I say.
All in favor?
Good question on that, Jeremy. If it was already in that reference with all the stop signs and speed limits and stuff, if it's already in there, do we?
We did not need it, it was already in there.
Okay. I'll look and see.
I'll look at the ordinance and see if it's through on it.
Yeah.
It just disappeared.
Yeah.
Somebody just,
Yeah, it's already in there, just not
Just-
approved.
well, I don't know, maybe it was hit or something, and just didn't have it.
My only question on that stop sign is there any way we can put a light on their place so they know it's coming down 11th Street if they need to stop?
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
A little.
Just a whirligig, it turns around, it's red, and your light, the light hits it, it shows.
yeah.
Yeah, probably just a more expensive stop sign. Solar panels as well.
LED lights around it.
We'd have to look and see.
We'd have to put the solar thing on top of it.
We don't have anything like that, we can look at the prices.
Even if they got one out now that doesn't have a light or anything, it just spins. When the car lights hits it, it spins and it shows red and white.
Yeah. Or even there at 500 where this is the.
Need something there to start off with.
Once you come up to the headlights, well, but you gotta have something's gonna reflect the data.
The stop signs, the new ones are reflecting,
Yeah.
but
This one has, lights all around it. Check into it, see what you can find, and we'll check in the ordinance to see if we already have something in there. And I will go from there. Okay. Is there anything else on the agenda that we need to discuss? Oh, well, yeah, we'll see. You did. How did I not?
Where you do it to me every day.
I did. I think it got mixed up with, I had 2 copies of this and no copy of that. No, Lord have mercy.
That's the first page. You need the second page of that.
I don't know. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. This is the second and final reading. These are the fees again that we explained that has nothing to do with raising utility rates. These are tap fees, so to speak, for various services that the town provides. So the first one is ordinance 102-26, and I'm not reading the whole thing, but this is for the amended ordinance 103-06 meter install fee. So when we have to install electric water meters, it's increased to $50 each. This service is generally used if a customer is absent from their property by 2 or more consecutive months and no utility use. In order to avoid a minimum monthly charge to the bill, the fee is payable at such time and a request is made to reinstall the meter. So, say for instance you're going to be gone for 6 months out of the year, there's no work, and you don't want to pay utility, you just have the meter. Well, then when you come back, you want the meter. So that's kind of an extreme example. So you don't have to pay a monthly fee when you're not using the meter. So that's 102-26. I think it used to be $25.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, ordinance 103-26. This repeals resolution. You want to do one by time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine, you're fine. May I have a motion then to approve ordinance 102-26?
I make a motion to approve 102-26.
Second.
All in favor?
Second final reading?
Yes, second. I see that. I'll say that again. Okay, for second and final reading, ordinance 103-26, repealing resolution 13-103. This is the water tap fee increase. And so the tap fee for a 5/8 to 3/4 inch water meter tap shall be $3,500 and must be paid prior to the install of service. This is, and for a 1 inch or larger water meter, all costs incurred will be charged.
What was the price again of that?
$3,500.
35?
Yeah.
And it's just new
This is like
water.
new construction, building a brand new home here.
Yeah,
And-
well, either brand new homes or new
Yes.
water taps, they're gonna do one on 4th Street.
Yes.
that's gonna
Okay,
be
you're
water.
from 5/8 to 3/4, is that right?
5/8 to 3/4.
That's-
Anything over
that's
that,
from 5/8 to
To 3/4, that's what I'm saying,
Either
yeah.
one.
Okay.
and 1 inch is whatever it is that costs it.
And the reason being, it costs them almost $2,100 now just for the stuff to do the pit. That ain't any more work.
Well,
It went up about $1,000.
Okay.
this has not been, I mean, this resolution was done in 2013, so nothing's been changed since then, unless costs of everything going up. So there again, it has nothing to do with your utility water fees. So I need a motion to approve ordinance 103-26 for the second and final reading.
Go ahead.
I make a motion that we accept ordinance 103-26 for the second and final reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Here we have ordinance 104-26, and this is a sewer permit fee increase. It's currently at $600, and we're increasing it to $1,000. There again, costs and everything have gone up, and this last time was done in 2001. So, 23 years ago. So I need a motion to approve ordinance 104-26 for the second and final reading.
I make a motion to approve 104-26 for the second final reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I ask the sewer permit, the sewer, where is the sewer from the main sewer to the property or the house or the building?
Just to hook up to the main sewer. If you're building something new and you want to hook up to the new sewer,
okay.
you want to put a new hookup, it's going to cost you $1,000.
Okay.
That's what it costs
So how do we find out if we're hooked into, I'm talking about the depot now, so we don't know whether we're hooked into the sewer or where we are with that. So what do we have somebody come out and inspect to see if that is, or?
Do you know if the depot's hooked up to sewer?
I know the sidewalk up front was something, and Carolyn said she wasn't sure.
I don't know.
They'll have to go out and look and
It's
see
been
if there's
empty
a...
since I started here, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll check into it, okay?
All right, that's what I was just
Okay.
curious. Thank you.
Okay, ordinance 105-26 amends ordinance 107-02. This is for after service call hours for non-emergency services. This does not mean if you have a busted water line and the crew has to come out at 11 o'clock at night. Okay, that's an emergency service. We cover that for them. They get paid and so forth. This is, though, they get calls from non-emergency situations. And we are charging $50 service call to a customer for each occasion that a utility employee is called out on overtime for a non-emergency call. After hours call is considered any time other than Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. with the exception of a designated holiday. Yeah, they get calls sometimes for strange things that, like dispatch gets calls, that's not a 911 situation. So, may I have a motion to approve ordinance 105-26?
I make a motion we approve ordinance 105-26 for the second and final reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Look at these. Have you got the?
Apparently, you guys can sign it.
Okay. So, I'll get this back to you then. I know it's in there somewhere. Okay, I think.
We got one more.
Then,
This one. This is a bulk water hydrant.
oh, okay.
Hydrant and bulk.
SPO found that we were charging
Yes.
wrong with.
Yes. Okay, so ordinance 106-26, and then is 102-24. And State Board of Accounts informed us that we had to reset the rates and charges for water service, and this is for the hydrants and bulk water. This is not, again, for your residential water. This is for the hydrants or bulk water when they come to get water for, like, filling somebody's pool, that sort of thing.
And the hydrants.
And the hydrants, yes. So, State Board of Accounts will go over and say, you don't have this done right.
This is right. You have a 10-month year, not a 12-month year.
I don't know why that was said.
I don't know either.
Oh well. So, anyway, for for the second final reading, ordinance 106-26, I'd like to have a motion.
I make a motion to approve ordinance 106-26, second and final reading.
I got one question. Are we going to charge for that? Is there a charge for that?
Bulk water?
Yes.
Yeah, there's an increased charge.
What is it per, do you do, we charge them per gallon?
Well,
We already charge them per
We
gallon.
already charge bulk water. Down there is the
Right here, so bulk water's going to $95 for the first 3,000 gallons.
Okay. I second that.
Yeah,
And the
okay.
hydrants are going to $269.16 per hydrant.
Okay.
Per hydrant.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Now you have that back. You guys are all for the other item.
That's it. I just need you guys to signature before we leave.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that takes care of everything on the agenda. Does anybody from the floor have any comments or questions? Yes, go ahead.
Was it approved that a residence could be turned into the garage behind my mom's house? Where her backyard's fenced in and there was a garage on Walnut Street and now it's an apartment or a house or something. Somebody lives in it. They're renting it out.
Okay, where is this at?
You know where my mom lives?
Yeah.
Right behind her backyard. It's a garage that's...
Okay, that's on Walnut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her address is 716, so I don't know if their Walnut would be 716 or not.
Well, yeah, but in that area, yeah.
But somebody moved in and they've been remodeling the garage. And I said, I would have thought they would have had that. I don't even know if it was permits. I didn't look. I didn't pay attention. And I said, I don't see how anybody can move into a garage. I said, otherwise I can go out and rent out my shed.
Well, I mean, first of all, if they want running water, and
I don't know how it's done, but they're living there.
and all that, you don't usually have that.
But I don't see how this winter there's going to be room, because they're coming in the alley to park behind the garage, and it's like, how are they going to park there without running through my mom's fence?
Okay. I'll check. I'll drive by and get the actual house number of the house, and then we can pull it. Because, I mean, they should be built for utilities, and if they're renting it out, then maybe they're using the current homeowners.
Yeah, I don't know how it's done.
You know, so neither.
I just thought it was kind of odd, because all along they've been doing this, and it's like, they're going to do what? Because it was a garage. My brother built the garage. He used to own the property. He built the garage.
Okay.
And they said they were converting it to an apartment. It's like, okay,
I'll
but
check it out.
wouldn't you have to go around to the neighbors and ask, would that have to be rezoned, I guess is what I'm saying. Can there be more than one property on a lot?
No.
Okay.
You mean residential property?
Right, residential.
I mean, the house would be residential,
Yeah.
but the garage is an accessory structure. It's not.
Because
So,
I'm sorry, but I think the neighborhood looks crappy with the apartments that were built there on Sigler, and I refer those to the chicken coop apartments.
Oh,
So we got chicken coops, and now we've got another garage apartment. It's like,
And I
what
heard
else
that
is
there's a
coming in?
rooster in town. Is there?
That's not my
That's why
complaint.
I'm here. That is exactly why I'm here.
Okay. But that's not okay. It's a hen.
Well, how do we get,
You can have hens,
Exactly.
but you can't have roosters.
Exactly.
So we need the information and a complaint filed through planning, and then we'll take care of it.
Okay, well, this is the third time I've been here about it, so I have complained about it. In fact,
Actually-
they told me that didn't go through when they applied
Actually,
the
it did
ordinances.
not go through. We stopped it to redo the UDO,
Oh, right.
and Rooster did not get put in. It is getting put in this next meeting at the planning commission.
But they're grandfathered in.
Because we had a bunch of individual changes, and instead of just doing a bunch of individual changes month after month, they decided to condense the UDO down to 325 pages instead of 850.
And then make some
it is
adjustments.
done.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah, that was not put in.
But if there was an existing, ordinance in this town that said you could not have roosters prior to the.
There isn't one that says you
Well,
can't.
she just told me that,
Joyce
Joyce
Barrett years
Barrett
ago got fined and had to get rid of roosters.
for having roosters in town. So,
Well, we can go back through the codification and see if there's something in there.
Because
They
it was years
codified all
ago.
the ordinances.
I'm thinking she had to go to like Edgewood Court or something.
It's a lot easier to look up.
But you guys probably replaced it when you did, your.
When we did the UDO, then.
Yeah, but yeah, she probably replaced it.
well, we absolutely 100% discussed it when we did the comprehensive plan and did all of those things. We absolutely did. We had that conversation about Elwood does not have roosters and we're not going to have roosters. All of it got done, but it didn't get.
Correct, the verbiage in the UDO was not correct.
Okay. Well.
And it was gonna say roosters, that's what we asked.
Yes, absolutely, it did.
And so we, and the hens. And I remember that because I.
Yes, hens,
I was
you
involved
can
with
have
that.
chickens, but no roosters.
No.
Is what it said.
The way it was worded, they could still have roosters, you have to put roosters.
Well, we didn't order it that way at the meeting, I can tell you that. So anyway,
760.
every time I go out my back door, it's like a dog bark, and it's got just a rooster crowing in the deck. Okay, so.
I'll check online on our ordinance and see if I can find something.
Would you please, we can know that one number's breakdown. I have another question in regard to the sewer lining. Is that all done, or are we still working on that? I'm sorry, I haven't been to the meeting, so I've been dealing with some
The
health
sewer
issues.
lining,
You were lining the sewers.
okay,
Discussion about lining
we
the
did
sewers.
about 225 houses, mains.
Okay.
Um,
Was the sewer done down behind my house on between 4th and?
What now?
Has the sewer been relined on?
I'd have to
Goes
look.
down the alley?
I don't know, I'd have to look over at that.
Okay.
It's on this side of town, I know that, and on where the church is over there, by her house. It was lined down that way.
Okay.
So there's a good possibility it is. We've got.
I never saw anybody doing anything, and that's why I was asking.
We got 9 flow meters in various places throughout town, so we can see what type of stormwater we got getting into the sewer. And we've got enough money left over to do 2 full streets, the 2 worst in town. We don't know what they are yet because we haven't closed the sewer plant, but we got enough money left over to do 2 more full sewers, and I'm not gonna take on another project. So if somebody after me wants to take it on and take the loans out and the grants and stuff to line the rest of the pipes.
I just didn't know how far we went with it, 'cause I know there was a good deal of.
225 homes.
Okay,
And I don't know how far down this way towards town they came.
okay.
I think it's mainly
It's really that size.
It's mainly that side of town, ain't it? Where they line.
Northeast side of town.
Northeast. That was the worst.
Maple.
Yeah, Maple, Walnut, Sigler. Because I know they did the sewer in behind in the Hall Miller ditch.
Okay. Yeah, I knew they did something, but I didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, they lined it and then they fixed 2 or 3 places in there.
No, I was also wondering if did all the fire hydrants that were non-functioning get replaced, or?
They get there in phase 2. All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
All right. That's what
Phase
I was
1, we added the ones that the town didn't have. And phase 2,
I knew there was some
replaced.
work done, but I didn't know how far.
Phase 2, we're gonna replace all of them that are broke.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Are you talking about sewer lines or water lines? Sewer line?
She's on a
I
sewer
was talking
line.
about.
Okay, someone called me about putting new water lines in. Remember when they were gonna replace all the bad, like lead type pipe? And she called me and I gave her the name, or the houses. She's supposed to get back with me. Whatever happened to that? Nobody ever came.
Aaron Noel they hung hangers about 5 times. She put things out. She went out. She left a number. She had quite a few people call, and they did free inspections, and they'll still do free inspections. If you call Erin is in town, and she'll do a free inspection to see if you've got galvanized line.
Where's the number for that? I had it my cell phone, but I took it off.
I never had anything on my door either. And that was replacing, if I understand correctly, it's replacing the line from the meter into the house.
Do what now? If you've got galvanized.
If you have galvanized, yes.
They replace it from the meter,
From the meter.
into your house, and they also replace it to your meter.
Oh, from the street, like out front of the
Yeah,
street?
if you have galvanized.
Okay, well, I have it in my house, but I don't know what it is from the street to the meter.
They'll come and inspect it.
Okay, so that's Aaron?
I'll just tell Aaron to get a hold of you.
I've got the number, I'll give it to you.
I need the number too, so can you call me?
Yeah.
We can get the number.
Yeah, we put it out a bunch of different ways. We put letters, we put flyers, we put hangers on the door, we put it on Facebook.
Okay.
We
So the last thing I have, I'm sorry, David.
No, go ahead.
The last thing I have is, what's your phones? Landlines. Are they going away? Did you get a?
You'll have to talk to Frontier about that.
Well, I came to your house and you said you were going to talk to a gentleman about, so he did.
And I did, and he said he has no idea what your situation is, but you need to call Frontier. And our only responsibility.
I don't consider it your responsibility.
I'm just saying that our responsibility is to, read the permits and stuff, which they still haven't even got the permits and agreements signed, which is what you're
I keep getting phone calls, and so I'm curious because I keep getting phone calls of people from India telling me that I need to purchase 2 new phones because my current phones in my house won't work, and they're $50 a piece, and then I get another one from somebody else, and they said, well, we're going to send you this little thing to plug into your outlet. So I'm like, are these people, you just don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
Sounds like a scam.
It's a scam. That's a scam, no? Okay.
I kept saying, I'm not going to give you any information because they started asking about my cell phone and everything else.
That's just a hang up.
Loretta,
Okay.
when I talked to this gentleman,
Yeah.
he said that he would get with, and I gave him York's number, and he was going to get with the person that you needed to talk to, because everybody has their own little thing that they do, Frontier has a customer service number. So the best thing is call their customer service
So
number.
you usually get somebody from India when you call them.
I don't deal with Frontier. I got with Frontier a long time ago.
You would love to just.
So I can't help you there.
Okay, that's all I have.
That's the best thing I can do,
Sure.
They want to come in here. All these companies want, we don't ask them to come in. We don't ask them to do all this to our residents. And sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes, so Frontier's supposed to be a lot better now, and the fiber and everything. I don't know.
Right.
So, yeah, just call customer service.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. And chances are, when I hung up from him, he didn't do his own thing. I mean,
Get it.
I'm pretty sure he probably did call anyway. You want Aaron's number? Aaron Knowles, Chief of Commonwealth. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll give it to you after the meeting. Yeah, I'll give it to you after the meeting.
I learned the hard way.
Yeah, don't say our password over here.
No. Okay. Anybody got anything else?
Leave it up to me.
Okay, may I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody.
Where's this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a.
Hey, that last time we probably lost it.
I have a couple pieces of
Alex
wood.
didn't
But
get a
I
copy of
think-
that.
Yeah.